We have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Welcome to round 4 action in the FFA Cup, where South Melbourne has travelled to take on State League 3 club Whittlesea Utd. Of course, Whittlesea knocked off Clifton Hill, a State League 1 club last week, so they'll be looking to cause another upset here today, John. And the South fans will know all about their captain, South Melbourne Hall of Famer Tansel.
That's exactly right, David. Whittlesea United caused a major boil over last week, knocking out opposition 2 divisions above them. Can they go one better and knock out South, the defending NPL champions today?
Michael Eager standing over that one. Moving back into the central defence position today. Picks out Lujic. A chance now. Theodore tees it up. Oh, Monopolis just over the bar. South Melbourne would have loved an early one there to settle the nerves, and they came oh so close. Throw going short there, and might open up for Abradovic if he can find space for the cross. He's got Theodore short. Opts to go on the right foot. Across the face. Monopolis! Close once again. Just wide of the upright that time. And South Melbourne a couple of chances early, but can't break through. Well, Baser standing over this one. We all know how talented he is, and he comes so close. Tipping off the top of the crossbar and just over. Tansel Baser winding back the clock with that free kick, John.
A nice free kick, and certainly the best chance of the match so far. Tansel Baser, former South Melbourne champion player, hits the crossbar. Roganovic, I think he thought that was going well over the bar, David, and he sort of pulled away from making the save.
Norton whips that one high to the far post. Header comes down. Chance for Brennan. Cleared off the line by Baser. He's doing it both ends here. Nearly scoring at one side and keeping the goal out at the other end. Brennan can't believe that one didn't go in.
Well, Baser's certainly been the player of the match so far, David. A very good start by him. Brennan should have opened the scoring here, but it's Tansel Baser on the line making a defensive clearance as Whittlesea United get away with it.
Now looking for the throw. Doesn't use Theodore in the end. Opts to go to Monopolis. Chance now. Brennan, it opens up round the keeper into the post and out. And South Melbourne denied again. And will they come to regret some of these chances? Whittlesea are really grimly defending and hanging on here, John.
Well, this is certainly South's best chance of the match, David, apart from the clearance off the line. Brennan rounding the keeper, and with the open goal, goes for the shot, hits the post and goes out.
Eager gets the initial header and gets the follow-up as well. Opens it up for Theodore. Plays it in. Lujic leaves it out wide. Theodore again. Now Brennan chesting that one down. The big follow-up shot comes from Lujic. The height was good. The direction not quite so. And that one wide of the upright. Eager looks to take that one short and quick. Jawadi for Brennan. Nice flick out wide for Norton. Space for the cross. Looking for Lujic. And there's the first goal. A nice South Melbourne move. And eventually they break through. Milos Lujic, the scorer in the end. It was a good build-up. Positive work from South. They dominated the early proceedings here, John. And finally they've got the goal that puts them ahead.
Yeah, nice move as well. Very good team goal. Nice flick by Andy Brennan, putting Brad Norton through down the left-hand side. Brad Norton's had a good game so far, and that's an excellent cross, pinpoint cross actually to Milos Lujic, who's unmarked, and that is an easy header, let it be said, into the bottom corner. You would have been very disappointed with Milos Lujic if he hadn't have buried that one. As we see, nice cross from Brad Norton, right on his head there. Doesn't have to do much except guide the ball into the far corner of the net to open the scoring here, and South should go on with this now, David.
Well, Baser, he came so close, not far away from here earlier. Another shot there, Tansel Baser. He'll be disappointed with that one, sending it high and wide. But Whittlesea not ready to give this one up yet, looking to fight back. Roganovic puts that one high, right up towards the middle. The header on. Theodore gets it out wide. Eventually Whittlesea, though, should clear it, although that's not the smartest move. It falls for Monopolis off the post and wide. A defensive error there from Whittlesea. Seems to be cracking under the pressure. Lee Monopolis pounced on it and almost got a second.
Lee Monopolis has been involved in many goal-scoring opportunities so far today, and he's come so close. That's probably the closest he's come so far. Nice setup and shot, but it hits the post and goes out.
Baser. Oh, goes round Brennan. Winds the clock back again, Tansel Baser. He's still got it. And now he opens it up for Whittlesea, although, well, unfortunately that move comes to an end. Baser started it. They couldn't finish it. Jawadi's away. They're dangerous here, South Melbourne. Look away, pass out to the right. Brennan with the cross, low and back. In fact, it's not a cross, it's a shot. He's gone past the keeper at his near post. I thought he was squaring it up for Lujic. He placed his shot nicely. It's number 2 for South Melbourne. Andy Brennan on the score sheet. He's worked hard for that one.
Well, South with a mini counter-attack, so to speak. A nice look-away pass by Icky Jawadi, played to Brennan. I thought he was actually going to cross this as well, David, as he looked up. But I think the goalkeeper went down early and he decided to place it past him at his near post and into the back of the net for a 2-0 lead. We'll see it obviously better from behind the goals here. Brennan put through. He likes to finish from there, hasn't he, so far this season, David? He did so against North Geelong. The keeper goes down and he's exposed his near post. Brennan tucks the ball away for a 2-0 lead at half-time.
Obradovic uses Eager again. Now chance for Theodore. Good to see him getting a good run around here today. Monopolis. He'd love a goal, Lee Monopolis, and that one curled nicely but didn't dip enough. And the chance goes begging just before half-time here. Jawadi always dangerous in that contest. Obradovic, he's given that one away, and a chance now for Whittlesea. If they can get one early, they're right back in the contest. Ball opens up, chance for shot from the middle. A vicious shot ripping in past the keeper, but past the post. And Whittlesea came so close to pulling one back there. John, it might have been game on.
It was a vicious shot from a fair way out, and that would have halved the deficit and put Whittlesea right back into this match. Raganovic stretching there to try and make the save. Luckily, he didn't need to do anything as the ball just went out.
Jawadi assessing his options. Short for Obradovic. Plays it in. A chance. Cleared away. Monopolis sits it up. Lujic from close range. Now Theodore on the left foot. Matthew Theodore gets number 3. Great work there from Matt Theodore. Followed up. Initially was kept out a couple of times, but Matt Theodore in his comeback game in 2015. Haven't seen him on the park for a while, John. Good to see him fit. Good to see him scoring.
Exactly right, David. Matty Theodore has been out following hip surgery over the pre-season, and it's good to see him back. Milos Lujic having a shot that was blocked. It falls to Matty Theodore. And if there's one person you want the ball to fall to in that position on the left foot, it's Matty Theodore. He just tucks that away brilliantly. It's a great finish. You'll see a better replay over from behind the goals here. Matty Theodore, he scored so many clinical goals, didn't he, David, in 2014 from that sort of angle, and he's done it again here. Tucks it away into the bottom corner. The keeper can't do anything about it, and it's 3-0 here.
Well, Bonal Obradovic makes his way to the bench, and on comes Dane Milovanovic, who moves into centre-back. And the young man, Andy Kachojevic, getting a run, replacing Matthew Theodore, who's done very well to run out 60-odd minutes in this game. Brennan looks backwards rather than going for the cross. Jawadi for Kachojevic. Might line up the shot on right foot. Kachojevic made space well, but he couldn't beat the keeper. His effort a little bit tame in the end. Kachojevic or Monopolis. It's going to be Kachojevic with the right foot, dipping, but not dipping enough, and over the crossbar. And number 4 goes begging again for South. Monopolis floats that one high. Unmarked Adams gets number 4. He had far too much space. He had time to line that one up, headed it nicely past the keeper, and South Melbourne, well, it's done and dusted now. They're looking pretty comfortable, John.
And it's Luke Adams' first goal as well for South Melbourne. Lee Monopolis with the corner, plays it to an unmarked Adams. It's very poor marking from the Whittlesea United defenders there, and it's, in truth, David, a very soft goal to concede. Nevertheless, a nice finish from Luke Adams, put it on target. As you see, unmarked, and he just has the simple task of putting it on target, and it hits the back of the net to give South a 4-0 advantage.
Well, Whittlesea trying to restore some pride to the scoreline, but Kachojevic does that really nicely. Chance to create a goal from the turnover in midfield. Monopolis puts in the cross. Chance now? No, in fact, it's hit the post and gone over. I'm not sure if he was trying to do that, John. I think his cross might have been slightly misplaced. That one played backwards. Jawadi. He's getting around a bit, Icky Jawadi. Some nice footwork there. Might use Monopolis, goes for the shot. It's saved, but it comes in for Kachojevic, who gets his first goal for the club. That's number 5. It's game, set and match for South Melbourne now. They're looking pretty comfortable. Young Andy Kachojevic, that's a nice moment for him. It was a good build-up by Jawadi. Kachojevic gets his first.
Yeah, nice finish for Andy Kachojevic, the 16-year-old who made his debut last season, and now he scored his first goal for the club. Icky Jawadi initially doing all the lead-up work with some great play, has a shot which the keeper spills into the path of Kachojevic, who has a simple task of tapping it into the back of the net. Keeper unlucky there with the save. It falls straight to Kachojevic, who's just lurking there at the near post, and he just tucks it away. 5-0.
Well, very much done and dusted in terms of the result, but Might be more coming for South Melbourne. That ball played in. Brennan! Somehow Brennan didn't get the goal there. The keeper, to his credit, got in front nicely and kept it out. Well, they've done pretty well, all things considered, the defence for Whittlesea here today. That one played low. Milovanovic, another good save by the keeper. South Melbourne denied number 6. And what a moment for this young man. Rory Bryan coming on to make his debut in goals for the club. Ragunovic comes off for a rest. Milovanovic and Eager. Eager looks to go long, looking for Lujic. Nice ball, chested down. Goes for the shot on the right foot. Can't get it on target. Good build-up. Couldn't quite get the placement there, Milos Lujic. This time Eager gives it to Milovanovic, who lines up a nice crossfield pass there. Great ball to Jawadi. Controlled nicely. Could be something on here. Iki Jawadi with the shot, well saved. Nice build-up. Probably deserved a goal in the end there for everything that happened in the lead-up to that one. Jawadi again. Still going Iki Jawadi, some fancy footwork. But that'll be all she wrote. Brad Norton's cross won't go in. South Melbourne, 5-0 winners here today. They progress in the FFA Cup. They'll be very pleased with that result. Of course, Whittlesea United, they were giant killers last week. Couldn't do it 2 weeks in a row. But Tansel Beza, John, what a fantastic game from the former South man. He held it together for Whittlesea.
He was absolutely outstanding for Whittlesea. He was their man of the match, definitely by far, and he's gone over to applaud the South fans, who in turn applaud him there. You see Tansel Beza there shaking hands with everyone. He's certainly always appreciated at South Melbourne, an NSL and VPL championship player with the club. A good professional win here, and we go through to the next round.
I've got the youngster Cody Martindale here with me. Of course, we saw the first of him a couple of weeks ago at North Geelong, but a full 90 minutes today, Cody, and you handled yourself really well.
Thanks for that, man. I think the boys played really well. They were knocking it around really good, and it was good to get 90 minutes under the belt.
You know, it looked like it was hard going out there in the heat. How were the conditions treating you?
Yeah, well, personally, I don't really like the sun. I prefer the winter, the rain. But today it was a bit too hot, but I got through it, and I was glad just to play the full 90 minutes. And I got a lot of things to work on, and I'll do that in training. But yeah, I thought I did pretty well.
I've got the coach Chris Taylor here with me. Chris, fair to say the conditions, it's not really winter football in Melbourne at the moment. You've got the sunglasses on and it's pretty warm out here.
Yeah, look, it was look, conditions weren't too bad. You know, these games are always danger games. You know, there's a lot to play for everyone out there. We're expected to win the games, but you know, I thought we put on a reasonable performance. You know, and rotated the squad a bit. You know, gave a few new guys a bit of a go, and gearing up for next week.
Cup football means a lot to South Melbourne fans, and obviously that's something that means a lot to the current playing squad as well. I know it's early on, but this is a real step in the right direction for our hopes in the Cup this year.
Yeah, well, obviously, you know, four games, that's the first. If we can win the 4 games, then we qualify for the FFA Cup, and that's obviously the main goal. You know, there's a bit of luck involved in who you get drawn against, so fingers crossed we get good draws, and hopefully we can go all the way this year.
Shorter break, 6 days coming up to the Friday night game against Bentley. Are we likely to see the return of players like Tim Marler, Epifano, Sturton perhaps going into that game, or we know you were impressed with the players you saw today?
Yeah, I mean, like we said before the game, everyone's taking the claim for a spot next week. You know, we'll see how people pull up with their injuries. You know, there's a little bit of precaution there with a couple of players that probably could have played today. Tim Marler's probably touch and go, and we'll see how he goes through the week. But, you know, obviously 2 or 3 boys did very, very well today, so I've got no issues if people don't pull up. We've got players that can replace them.
Well, I got the privilege of talking to a legend of the club, former captain, championship player, Tansel Beza, now, of course, part of Whittlesea United. Tansel, first of all, it was great to play against you today. You looked good yourself, but unfortunately for you, it was South on the winning end, but still great to see you out there.
That's right. Look, it was a privilege for South Melbourne to come down and play us. We knew it was going to be tough playing against, you know, the reigning NPL champions. So we just wanted to go out there and enjoy the occasion. That doesn't really matter what happened out there. But as for myself, I just try to keep playing. I just try to keep fit as long as I can, as much as I can.
Some of the South Melbourne fans suggesting that perhaps you should have come down for a pre-season. You're still moving pretty well. You're clearing goals off the line at one end, and then you're taking shots and nearly scoring at the other. You're still feeling really good?
I do. As long as I have the passion inside of me, I play as long as I can. And at the moment I do, and I'm loving it. The Whittlesea is a great bunch of boys down here. We've got a couple of good boys that can play and play in the NPL, hopefully in the future. But it's really, really enjoyable, and our season starts next week, so it'll be fantastic for us to get a first win next week.
Obviously, you're a Whittlesea man first and foremost, but would it be fair to say your heart outside Whittlesea is still with South Melbourne?
Oh, definitely. I follow South Melbourne through and through. Even when I was overseas, having looking at the results, and hopefully we'll see South Melbourne back in the highest level in Australia again. I don't think they deserve to be in the NPL. They deserve, with the facilities, with the players, with the staff, the president Leo. It's fantastic down there, and all the legends that they have brought out in the past. It's a fantastic club. It's a history club, so hope they one day we'll see them in the A-League.